Hey, new to CCV volunteers, I just wanted to take a minute to do some extended training with you as far as how to help families fill out this new to CCV registration card every week at our new to CCV tables. As you guys know, every time we have a new family at the tables, we always give them a black bag. In that black bag is some information about the church. There's also a free gift from us that they can use at our coffee shop or cafe. And then there's a registration card like this one inside. And oftentimes we'll get people who come to the tables who are apprehensive about giving out their address, their email address and phone number because they're fearful that we're going to abuse that or send them a ton of stuff, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And so I wanted to go over some techniques for things that you can communicate with them as they're filling out this card so they don't feel so apprehensive to filling this out completely. All right, starting with the address. Oftentimes people are afraid of giving out their address because they're afraid we're going to stop by their house, or they're afraid that we're going to send them all this junk mail in the mail. And that, like I said, couldn't be further from the truth. The reason we ask for their address is so that if they ever have a desire to be a part of a neighborhood group, we can pull up a pin on a map to identify where they live and geographically determine which group would be the best fit for them moving forward. So that as you host a new family, you can express that to them. Let them know that this is purely so that if they ever have the desire to be a part of a neighborhood group, we could share with them the best option moving forward for them. The next thing is their email address. The reality is we really don't use the email address more than just specifically helping them register for an event. Now, if they wanted to register for Starting Point, Rock Solid, a summer camp, Starting Point for students, a marriage conference, you name it, any event here at CCV, one required field for us to register them is actually an email address. Part of the reason for that is as the event gets closer, we always send out reminders. So therefore, if they didn't give us that, we wouldn't be able to give them the reminders about Starting Point that is coming up that they registered for. And then the last thing that we want to communicate is the value of the phone number. Now, you may or may not know this, but every single week on Monday and Tuesday, our staff calls through every first-time family with the intention of welcoming them to the church, asking them how they heard about us, and then answering any questions that they may have about their experience. You'd be surprised that there are a lot of people that after they come to these tables, they leave the campus, they're driving home, and all of a sudden they think, man, I wish I would have asked that question. Well, now we can assure them and let them know that if they give us that information, we can contact them later in the week and welcome them personally from one of our staff members, but also be able to answer any questions that they may have, and then welcome them back for a second visit as well. So I really can't emphasize how important these cards are, and also how important it is to get accurate information. Now, before you dismiss that family or escort them or show them to another area, always verify phone numbers with them, read it back to them so that they can verify that it was correct, as well as addresses. We do send out postcards sometimes to the little kids when they go to their classroom for the first time, and a lot of times we don't have an accurate address for them, and those get bounced back. And so we really want to make sure that that stuff gets home because it is another great way for us to welcome them and thank them for visiting us. So thank you guys for all that you do to make CCV a place where new families feel like they can belong and connect. And you guys are doing an awesome job, and we love serving alongside of you. So great job, and let's continue to improve the process so that we can do a better job. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.